This is just views of area around 245th Aviation Battalion in 1969 when I was stationed in the 212th Aviation Battalion at Marble Mountain, Vietnam. This is our orderly room where the First Sergeant worked, First Sergeant Elam. This is just a picture from of our flight line and our hooches down along the area there. I was up on top of this water tower here recording and taking pictures. Here's one of the guys out there, and this is our little movie that we had set up. There's me drinking a cold soda in the hot sun there in front of operations in one of our ground stations. That's a picture of our operations building, and this is taken before the hangar was built. And then this is a company party we had out there with all the people cooking chow and drinking beer and having a good old time. There's the hamburgers, and there's me getting the beer out of the beer trailer. It was my job to get the ice and the beer and stuff for the parties, and so I kind of liked that, and I could go around and trade whiskey for things and trade beer for things and get all the steaks from the CBs over there. There's Captain Seeley and Frenchy taking a drink of beer. And this is all the guys around there. You'll probably see a lot of guys in here that were TOs or that were worked in our platoon. We had a lot of these company parties where we drank a lot of beer and did a lot of drinking and eating and having a good time, and that's the end of Red Eye was our call sign. This is me in my camouflage flight suit. When we first got there, we didn't have Nomex, and we had these camouflage flight suits made in Thailand by a tailor shop over there. This is a view of my room. When I first moved there and was in E6, I stayed in this room down at the end of the hooches, and I tiled the floor and built me a little desk and built me a headboard for my bed and had everything fixed up just kind of like I liked it, and a refrigerator for my beer and everything. This is our office where I even actually had a desk over there, although I tried not to ever use that desk in a war zone. This is where they had our hangar laid out when they were getting ready to build it. These are our latrines there, and these latrines were interesting. They had a 55-gallon drum in there that they caught all the stuff from, and then in the morning Papa Son would come in and he'd put JP4 in there and he would burn all the human waste. And if you haven't ever heard or smelled human waste burning with JP4, then you just haven't lived. This is one of our bunkers. We had these bunkers between each platoon. This is actually building a new bunker that we were making, and we filled these barrels full of sand, and we put sandbags and PSP and everything. That's my room up there in the corner, and this is one of our hooch maids that was there shining their shoes, and they shined our shoes and took care of our clothes every day and made our beds and things like that. This is filling sandbags for our bunkers that we were building, and we'd take about 1,000 sandbags to make a bunker, and we would pay these old ladies a penny a piece to fill sandbags. Of course, here's me filling sandbags, and because we needed an awful lot of sandbags to build a brand new bunker. There's me loading them on a 3/4-ton truck. These are the old ladies we paid a penny a piece for making these bags, and they'd do about several hundred bags a day, and fill a lot of bags for us, but we needed them faster than they could do them, and so we could down there filling a few ourselves. Here's a stack of bags that we were getting ready to put on the bunkers there, and you can see all the barrels and things that we had filled with sand that we used for the walls. This is a little party we had out in front beside operations. This was our operation building behind me there, and then that was E&E shop where we picked up our equipment for E&E, and then here we are cooking steaks and baking potatoes and having a little party there. There's Norm Savar, our captain, that was in there, and there's Acevedo helping me cook, and a lot of our TOs and people coming out. There's Sergeant Hearn and a few others there that coming out to get the chow, see if the steaks are done. Everybody was ready for the steaks. This is Benny's Beanery. Mr. Benefield run this beanery for a long time, and he got so famous they named it after him. This is me on weekends. Everyone had a day off, and my day off was Sunday, so on Sunday I would go down to the beach and I would go fishing. And when I first started, I had a antenna I was using for a fishing pole, and then I had my wife send me an actual spinning outfit over there, and I'd go out there and catch fish, and I'd give them to the hooch maid or the mama son whenever she come in. I'd give her fish on Monday morning. And being this was close to the enemy territory, we had a little guard up here on top of the compound that had a machine gun up there that kind of watched over us, make sure that nobody bothered us while we were down there fishing. He stayed up in this little hooch up on top, and this is the picture of the hooch there that he stayed at, and he had a machine gun up there that he could cover the whole area if he had to. And this is again looking down our company street from my room, and this is the watch I won at the NCO club. That's a picture of the NCO club right there. And then this is just the street across the thing with the hospital across the street. Again, a picture of my room and my desk, and you can see I've tiled the floor since then. And that was a picture of Marble Mountain.